Jeez, I just opened that door like a boss. Let's go to speak to
Welcome
Dumbledore's
back.
sister. I know that's going to trigger you, Matt.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
I can't believe I've
They
cut him
are.
off.
I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time.
Could you
My
hear that
portrait
lightning?
hangs in the headmaster's
Thunder?
office. In
Sheesh.
fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is.
Oh,
I had
wow.
hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Matt, I thought you were talking about my actual face. Holy shit! Did you just hear that lightning and thunder? That scared the shit out of me. Oh my
How will I gain
gosh.
access to the headmaster's office?
Let's go to Fig. Why is it sending me the other way? Thanks for the liking in the stream, Cole. I appreciate that, man.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye.
Matt, did you say I found a bit of underwear?
And we will devise a plan.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown
It's
me where
so
the next trial
true.
is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was
Interesting.
doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
So I'm pretty sure
Believe it
Miriam
or
was
not,
Professor Fig's
It's
wife,
in the
right?
headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have
Oh,
just the
Polyjuice
thing.
potion. How good's that?
Polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It's good to hear, Mikey.
So
Sounds like
how
you're in
do
the
you already
right
have
place,
Polyjuice
mate.
Potion to change
Welcome,
into
welcome.
Professor Black.
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Here we go. This reminds me of the Harry Potter and turning into Doyle. Oh, I'm a dick.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
No way. I am the headmaster. I'll tell you what, I think I like this little outfit. What do you reckon? I just never do this mission and just do every side mission from now on.
Professor, a moment of your time, please.
Oh.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
You know what? Let's be cocky.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Oh, get out of here, son.
That a shine
Rob!
Do better.
What's happening, my man? How you been, Rob? I tell you what, I have been addicted to this game, man. Addicted. Look at me run. Look at me go. Speak to Madame Kogawa.
Consult my secretaries or
Professor Black. How are you?
When I witness what passes
that's
for
ominous.
magic in these halls,
No, we don't have time to
Professor,
talk to anyone.
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch.
Dorian, how are you,
We
mate?
could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season.
Ooh.
It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madame Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact
Holy
that
shit.
it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible.
No, this was our
sometimes.
chance to get Quidditch.
Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Yeah, do it.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madame Kogawa.
Far out. No one likes this
What
headmaster.
do we do to deserve him as a head?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
I just don't know where my character's getting all these bloody great
It's
one-liners.
not about anything I've been doing.
He's taken the absolute mickey out of this character. And I love it. Oh, I need that. What's Quidditch? Dorian, that is the hardest thing. Oh, no. Does that mean I can't do... this stuff? Oh, here it is. Surely I can do it. Oh, no. I can't go away from the mission. Man, that sucks. Dorian, just think
I
of
wonder
Quidditch like
almost
soccer.
daily why I accepted this.
Oh
offer.
my gosh.
A word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf.
Come on, Weasley,
I've
give us a
heard
break.
unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
All right, I'm cocky when I'm not myself.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make a speech.
Give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as...
Ahem! Attention, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Of course it is.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you.
How good's that? Thanks for the 10 stars, Rob.
Wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Jeez, I don't even know how long. Probably like almost 2 weeks. Not because I don't want to, just because this game is just absolutely hooking me.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked.
I'm glad you made it out, mate. I'm glad you made it out.
Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Have you, when did you get out? Just literally the other day? I swear I've been here before, but I swear it wasn't this far. Oh, you stopped at the Boo Saga. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I think, yeah, I don't know. I liked Super, but I think, yeah. Z was kind of... If you watched up to Z, you wouldn't be disappointed if you didn't see the rest. Let's just put it that way.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. Revelio.
I speak good French. Alright, here we go. Jeez, if I get caught in here...
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Interesting. Oh, this is like Tom Riddle getting sucked into the book. I'm gonna have to fight a basilisk. You watch. Oh my gosh.
Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Niamh. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are
This is like Assassin's Creed and being in the Animus.
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need in this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
What is this? Like I said, this game just blows my mind, and it continuously blows my mind. Like, what is this mission?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Niamh must be here somewhere.
Oh my gosh, how am I going to get through these people? There's no way.
The time is just right.
Oh no, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. I need to time this just right. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh, I'm a freak.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
This person is literally blocking the road. Okay. Bye. How good's that? I'm making too much noise in the water.
How could this happen?
I wonder what book she sent me into.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They look like Dementors, Matt. They're all a bit,
They're gone, for now.
Look how many there are on the
Get
map.
out of here. Where could Niamh be?
There's so many of these
Too many.
things.
I must cross this road as fast as I can.
I honestly don't know where I'm gonna go. Go, 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 go.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Oh no, don't come this way. Please don't come this way. I don't want to start this again. Death Eaters were the servants of the Dark Lords. Do you reckon this is the way to go? Oh, I've done it. Oh no, he's seen me. No, 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 no. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. I'm screwed. Can you make up your mind, son? Go do one. Okay, go, 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 go. Run. That was lucky. Oh, look at death.
Nothing this way. No danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Oh my gosh.
Close. That doorway looks like the only safe
Oh,
way
what's
forward.
this? A Wiggenweld potion. Oh, there's no way I pick up a Wiggenweld potion. What's he looking at? No, I'm gonna die. No. Do you reckon I can just hide behind this?
Now's my chance.
Honestly. Oh. I've never been good at stealth, but after this mission I'm questioning myself.
That's the way forward.
Oh, mysterious cloak.
Can this be?
Oh,
I think I'm invisible.
the invisibility cloak. There's no way. I thought this wasn't in this game. I am Harry Potter. I'm also going the wrong way. Oh my, please don't tell me that's... Have I just... How invisible do you reckon I am?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Oh, this is fantastic. Maybe I had to go this way. Death can't see me.
This is the way forward. Finally free.
Jeez, if you're tuning in now, you probably don't even think this is Hogwarts. Alright, Rob, I appreciate you dropping by as always, man, and glad to hear you back out. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good night, man.
Death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
It's the Elder Wand.
I've never felt such power.
I'm gonna fight death. You watch this. Oh, what's this? I've only got these spells. Alright, let's go fight some death. What a L1 do you reckon? Interesting. There's a goat. There's a goat. Can you pick up anything in this wonderful world? Can you go into houses? What's that? Wiggenweld potion. Maybe it's just all potions. Oh, Elder Wand was Death's finger. Far out, mate. You're so knowledgeable. Oh my gosh. This is the one that I need. Is one-shotting everyone.
Revelio.
So the Elder Wand is Death's finger.
Descendo. Defender. Bombarda. Devolso. Descendo. Protego.
Oh, it's the same ancient magic. Oh my days.
Defender. Depulsor. Descender. Depulsor. Descender. Bombarder.
Alright, we're getting a bit
Defender. Descender. Depulsor.
nice, completed dueling feats.
Revelio.
Attack the air. Hey Ruby, let's I tried my best. Got too many Wiggenweld potions. Onwards and upwards. I feel like there's gonna be another fight here. Oh, I've got to come up against death itself, do I? Oh, what I got trolls here? Oh no. A tool wheel. Oh my gosh.
Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Depulsor. Defender.
Oh, look at that big troll thing spinning around. Can I get that? Oh no.
Defender. Bombarder.
It's too easy. Now what do you got for me? Nada. And just like that, I'm out of Wiggenweld potions. Oh, I do have that dash in this world. Here I am again, in the Animus.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Oh, that's that, is that that skull thing? Oh no, different stone.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
What are they going to turn into trolls?
He's gone. Niamh's dead. Oh, poor Niamh. Gone so young.
Let us always honor her memory.
Oh, Niamh's dead.
We won't be the same without her.
Am I going to fight this geezer? I've spoken too soon.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
So this is Niamh. Oh my gosh, what is
But
that?
there's no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Do you reckon that's Niamh? Or is that some goddess?
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Oh yes, we get to watch this. I love this.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Niamh, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Wow. She is going off the rails.
Is it this? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Huh. There you go.